So let's take a look at the external dryer. It's very similar to your UC8000. So here on the front, you'll see we have our power on-off toggle switch over on the right-hand side. Front doors, two front doors, very similar to what we saw on the UC8000. And then over here on the left side, we've got the operator panel and the emergency stop. The operator panel, also very similar to the UC8000, but some of the keys have changed. So you'll see a temperature, dancer roll up, down, stop, start, menu. The other items are the same as the UC8000, and then your indicator LEDs down below. On the outbound side of the external dryer, you'll see that there are filters located here. Paper roller for the paper coming out is going to be here. Unless you're in the bypass mode, then it's going to be down lower. And then our interface or tailgate is located on the outbound side as well. On the back of the external dryer, you'll notice that the liquid box is no longer present. However, we do still have our exhaust duct right up here on the right-hand side on the back. On the input side of the external dryer, we have three filters. Two here at the top, one all the way down here at the bottom, right near where your line cord is going to come in. The breaker is the same as the UC8000 breaker. Paper input roller right here, and then the bypass roller is down here on the bottom. Now we're going to open the doors and take a look at what's inside of our external dryer. Just like the UC8000, our doors are sequenced. So we need to do the outbound door, the front, and we'll identify our major units. So down on the bottom on the input side, we have the dancer roll that holds our tension between engine 2 going into the external dryer. From there, the paper is going to go up into the drying section with our heat rolls, and it's going to pass through to the cooling tower section before it leaves the external dryer. So let's take a closer look at the entrance section here on the external dryer. We have the same dancer assembly that we had in the UC8000. We also have the same tension mode on the bottom where I can add weight to the rollers for heavier paper. In this system, we also have a condensation collection area. Because we're drying this paper, we're also collecting a lot of moisture or condensation off of the paper, and this system is designed so that the waste condensation is going to come down into this waste tank down here. Let's also take a closer look at the dryer area. So we're going to open this door here in the front, and our paper path is going to come through here through these dryers, and it's going to come up through the cutting mechanism on the top. Cutting mechanism is very similar to the one in the UC8000. If I have an over-tension condition, it will cut the paper so that I don't damage my system. From the drying area, we enter the cooling tower. So right now we have removed one of these front covers so that you can see the lower dancer rolls in this cooling area. The upper rollers are right up here, so it is quite a long paper path here in this cooling area. The fans are located down here on the bottom, and then we've got our drive roll up here on the top in the same position as it is on the UC8000. These lower dancers also raise to a loading position that make it much easier to thread the paper through here before you start. Let's take a look at the outbound side of the external dryer. We got a closer look here of our drive roll, our nip rolls that hold the paper tight against the drive roll. The counter is located down here in the back from the outbound side, and then we've got two sensors here. The one here in the front is a paper present sensor, and the rear one is a paper width sensor. On the back side, we've removed the outer covers, and you'll see there's a very large inner cover here. This is stainless steel, and it is part of the condensation collection for the unit. There are a lot of screws here in the center that are holding the ductwork on. So when we remove this cover, only remove the screws around the perimeter before lifting this off. Also, be careful when you lift it off, as it is very heavy. So we We've removed the upper stainless steel panel and now we're removing the trough in the back. Be careful when removing the trough in the back, as there can be liquid inside here as part of the condensation system. Also located here on the back is the paper feed motor, as well as the AC servo that drives the paper feed motor. Below that in this box are the solid state relays, the HCB2 and HCB1 cards, as well as the BCU. On the very bottom, on the output side, is the lift motor for the cooling tower. On the input side is the lift motor for the dancers. Also down here at the bottom of the unit, we've got the power supply, which includes the relays, and we've got the thermistor retractor motors, 2 of them, one located right here and one right over on the other side of this ductwork right here. We've got fans over here and some more ductwork here on the back.